Hey dude, um, I'm in the middle of editing. I'm writing as I do daily, every single day, except for 4 days. Um, and so it's a tedious process, but it's part of the fun. Like it is, like it's the hardest part for me, but it's also like the funnest part for me because like you actually get a feel for what you're. Here, I'll just show you. Like, check it out. That is like a manuscript page. That's obviously page 17 and page 18. And what I do is I print 2 pages to a page. So like the text gets very, very, very small, as you can see. And every place that you see black ink is something that needs to be corrected or changed. So lots and lots of revisions. How do I address what we just got over? I guess I should start by saying that, like, yeah, I'm pretty much past it. Like, you know, what I meant when I said like ruin the moment is that like no, like for me the emotion involved with last night, like me being there for you and me helping you, that's still there. Like that doesn't go away. It's just like the surroundings were not as like dulcet, were not as like pleasing that I would like them to be. Like I wanted like to basically like soak in that feeling that we had, or I assume we had, the fact that like I was there for you and when you needed me, and like I wanted us to kind of just like ride that as long as possible, you know. And instead, by what I meant by like the feeling was ruined, and I believe I said momentum, like the momentum of that moment was kind of like halted because like we didn't get to like sit there and savor that moment anymore because we were too focused on arguing about something else. But like I'm mostly past it. Like the thing about our arguments is like, for instance, like earlier you validated my point when you got upset, like right in the middle of it, and you were saying like that you hate this, you hate the fact that like whenever you express yourself I get upset, or I seem to get upset, or I tend to get upset. But the thing is like when you did that and you got upset and I told you, hey dude, like calm down a little bit, because your voice was like you were raising your voice and there was just like no reason to raise your voice. I know that you were passionate and you were upset, so and so like that was exactly what I want. It was at that moment, it was relevant, you were feeling it, you let it out. That is exactly what I want. And what happened when you let it out? We went over it for like a couple of seconds, or a couple, like maybe a minute or so, and I was like, no dude, I'm not upset over the fact that you're expressing yourself. I'm upset over the fact in which you're expressing yourself. It's a delayed expression, and I only get upset when you delay the expression, like when you blindside me. It's not like, for instance, like today's argument wasn't about like the actual topic material, like the subject in which you brought up that we were arguing about. That wasn't what upset me. What upset me was like the delivery, the approach. And so like you got riled up, and then like after you got riled up and I told you no, that wasn't the case, like this is why I get upset, we were done. We were done with that facet. After that, it was me trying to figure out, why, like, I seemed irritated or upset or pissed or whatever. But, like, when you did it, like, right there when it was relevant, there was nothing to get upset about afterwards. It was done, you know, and we moved past it. And that's what I want, you know? That's, like, that is, like, so, like, with us, I'm stalling because now I forgot my next point. Like, I don't know, dude. And I'm not, like, I know you're not used to communicating and getting that out, and you're used to internalizing and then getting it out later. But, like, that is such like, for instance, that irritation thing, like if you had just brought it up when it was relevant, we would have got past it just like we did. Because there are times when, like, and I know there are times, I can't bring up any right now. I could probably, like, if I looked at my journal, but like there are times when like you come out and you say like, hey, this is probably going to offend you or probably going to get you emotional, and it's relevant to what we're talking about, and you get it out. And like, dude, I know there has been times where I was like, no, dude, that doesn't get me emotional whatsoever. No, you're fine, dude. Or no, it's totally cool, dude. No, I totally understand. No, I see it from your perspective. I know I've done that multiple times. And so like, it's not like, if you're going to express yourself and you're going to tell me how you feel, there's no punishment for it, dude. Seriously. Especially if we can work it out, you know? I don't get upset over you expressing yourself. I get upset when you blindside me with it, you know? And I know that like your intentions of why you hold back or why you internalize, I know that they are noble. You know, like you want to keep the peace and you want to keep this relationship kind of like almost utopian, but like, you know, and I know that that's not the case. And a relationship that is like that is almost unhealthy in a way. And so, like, it's okay to fight. It's okay to disagree. You know, it's okay to have conflicts. You know, and so like part of me thinks that like maybe this whole like you internalizing and you like keeping yourself back is like a control thing. Like you don't want to express that because like you'll lose control of the relationship because you're afraid I'm gonna freak out or whatever. I'm not gonna freak out. I won't. You know me by now to know that like I'm pretty logic minded, you know, and I'm pretty level headed. And especially if you talk to me about it, we'll be okay. I know that for certain. So, you know, that's it, dude. I just want to talk to you. And you said in your video that like you're afraid that like I was gonna get offended or whatever. Dude, no. Like, there's no way I could get offended by that. You know? Because you were just telling me exactly how you feel, which is exactly what I want. So, that's it. I mean, we're past it. Like, if you want to be past it, I mean, if you want to make another response or talk to me about it later, I'm cool. Because, like, we can talk about this because it's relevant, because it's right now. We can talk about this without there being any kind of repercussions, without consequences. And, and the thing is, dude, like, I said I would work with you about it. And that's what I'm doing, you know? So I'm not going to get mad or upset or, like, make this big fiasco about it. I just want to work with you about it. But you have to let me work with you. That's all. So, I love you. Okay? I still do.